Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to go back and review one of the video I did a few days back. And we'll talk about two particular stocks. One is ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. One of the favorite stock that we talk on this channel. And the second stock we'll review is UAMY. And I talked about both of the stocks, and I want to discuss why conviction matters the most, why your research and analysis matters the most as well, and why you should keep doing analysis and research, especially when you are investing in penny stocks. So let's take a look. Let's take a step back and look into this particular video. You can search this video if you search for Moneymakers UAMY or ZOM. You should be able to find this video that I made on March 5th. Now, the stock market was down. The stocks were all in red. The Nasdaq was down. The Dow Jones was, and S&P was also down that day. And we talked about why the stocks were down because of the bond yield. Nothing fundamentally changed for this company, especially Zomedica Corp. One of the big catalysts that was coming up for Zomedica Corp. And the stock was trading at $1.57 when I did this video, and I bought myself Zomedica Corp as well. So we'll talk more about that. On the top of that, one other stock that I was talking about is UAMY, which was trading at $1.01. I want to quickly show what the stocks are trading at the moment. The Zomedica from $1.60 more or less, the stock is up $2.12. So more than 30 to 33% within a matter of a few days. And same for UAMY, the stock is trading at $1.35. It went to $1.40 some cents, 43 cents right now today. And I want to talk about why your due diligence and analysis matters, because you want to look into particular things that is going on for a company. Now, fundamentally, nothing changed for Zomedica. Now, if we take a look, what happened? Zomedica retired preferred shares. Now, that could be a coincidence. I was not aware of that something like that can happen. But what Zomedica did is practically they had $1 million value per share for its Series 1 preferred shares, and they diluted that shares and put the base price of $1.78. Once again, very healthy price point. Many of us bought Zomedica below $1 level. If you follow this channel, especially I'm holding the stocks that I bought around 95, 97 cents, I want to say, and those stocks are up more than I want to say 125, 30% at this point. And I bought more at $1.60, 70 cents, I believe, at that level, and that is up more than 33% in 4 or 5 days. So what I'm trying to say is there's a big catalyst for Zomedica Corp for the True Forma platform. The company has been pretty upfront in sharing the details, sharing the progress. So that's one of the big catalysts that I was looking into when Zomedica was down at $1.60, I want to say. And when the whole market was in red, the market was down because of the bond yield. And then there is a huge sell-off that people started thinking that it's a big crash. And for a matter of fact, it could be a big crash as well, and the market may not come back for a long time. So remember, I do not invest more than 5 to 10% of my entire portfolio in small cap, micro cap, and penny stocks. So that's part of this this infrastructure that we have been talking about, that do not invest your entire portfolio in penny stocks. Now, the second thing I also want to remind you is it's a risky investment. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence. I'm just sharing what happened in my personal investment portfolio, and I like to share it with you all, hoping it'll help you making informed financial decision and nothing else. It is entertaining, and you will enjoy and learn something a little bit more. Or maybe if you have to share any of your due diligence, if you're looking at any further stocks, comment down below in the comment section, and I'll start looking into it, and I'll share my thoughts and analysis as well. So comment that out. Click on the like button because it takes me a while to do the analysis, to do the research, and I like to share it with you. So your like is much appreciated and ensures that this video can reach to more and more people. Subscribe to my channel as well. Lately, we have been looking into a lot of stocks, a lot of penny stocks, a lot of small cap stocks, and it has turned out to be a great investment. Like, thinking about 3 or 4 days and 30 to 40% return, it amazes me, and I'm pretty sure it'll amaze you as well. So let's take a look at Zomedica. What exactly happened? The stock, as you can see, the volume is pretty low. Now, what I think is lately, Zomedica Corp does not have a huge volume, especially compared to their average volume, about 100 million shares during the trading session. Look at this volume yesterday, 60 million. Day before yesterday, 58 million. And still the stock is up from $1.50 or $1.60 level to $2.15 level as high as today. And if the volume spikes up, I'm pretty confident that it can hit $3 level because of the catalyst for true forma. Now, so keep in mind. Now, once again, I'm saying I bought the stock. This is not an advice to buy or sell. So decide for yourself if you want to sell, when you want to sell, what's the best price you want to buy for. I'm just sharing what I did for myself. But looking at this volume and looking at this chart right here that I want to share with you, look at this chart. The chart shows that the stock was high in the first week of February when the volume spiked up right here, right? And look at the RSI. The current RSI looks pretty balanced, 57, not an overbought, not an oversold condition. This is what another thing that I like to see. The blue bar, as you can see, is coming closer and closer to the orange line. What it suggests in terms of MACD is if the blue line crosses the orange line, the stock is in the positive direction, like got a momentum. So that's something you want to consider that. So again, going back to my due diligence and analysis, you have to keep doing that because there are some big catalysts. Now, Zomedica started triggering higher and higher, and it added like a couple of factors. One thing is they retired the preferred shares. Good news for common shareholders because it could have been much worse in terms of the stock dilution and how many stocks that they will have to dilute, right? Our common stocks will add up into the existing common stocks. Now, so that's one thing. Company does not have revenue. So company will be revenue positive in Q2. Huge catalyst, big catalyst. So that's something you want to consider as well. The company's pre-revenue trading at $2.15. It makes sense that if the company has solid revenue growth and projection for Q2 and beyond, the stock will go higher. And once again, it depends upon a lot of other factors. But if the market condition remains as is what we see right now, I do believe that Zomedica can go a lot higher. But it's on a day-by-day basis, week-by-week basis. So you want to keep looking at all those things. Now, another stock that I talked about was UAMI, United States Anti-Money Corporation. This is one of the unique company, and I talked about this stock when it was $1.01, and it went to, quite honestly, I believe it went to 98, 97 cents. I bought it around definitely below $1.05 level. I want to say I added more shares into my portfolio. It is trading right now 30% higher than or close to 40% higher than what I bought this for. Now, this is one of the unique company, and if you take a look at the 5-day chart, the stock is up 13%, and we talked about the stock around this point. So let's take a look at how high it went all the way today. 40.79%, 41% high, 38% high in the current trading session at the moment. So it's a pretty big win, and I'm not saying that you could have done better in other stocks. I just believed in these two stocks and I bought it. Now, does that mean why I didn't buy probably CTRM that time around? One of the reasons is I saw more opportunity into ZOM and UAMY. Do I not like CTRM? Nah, I like the stock, but do I believe that it can double as fast as probably Zomedica or UAMY can double? I believe I have a better chance in UAMY, and once again, I might not wait for 200% because I'm holding different stocks, and if I find something better for myself that can double pretty quickly, or maybe I can gain 50 to 75% pretty quickly the way we got right here, I may sell, get into another stock or another company, so on and so forth. But while we are on this topic, I want to share a quick more thing about UAMY as well, so you can learn a little bit more. That's a unique company. They are in the business, I want to say, since 1968. So pretty experienced or old company. The company has revenue. As you can see, we do not have the data for Q4, but Q1, 1.01 million in revenue. The company is losing a little bit of money, $275,000 here and there every quarter. But there is a reason they're expanding. They're collaborating with other firms, and then there is some more investments. The company has enough cash in hand compared to what they spent. The company has $1.44 million cash on hand as of Q3, and since then they have added more cash, and we are looking at the revenue that is coming up. The revenue used to be around 1.75, 1.74, and in Q2 2020, 1.59. So the company had a little bit of a dip in revenue in Q3, but once again, it could be a buying opportunity, and that's what I'm getting to. There is a China restriction and some talks about the Biden government that might have helped this company in the positive direction. Again, a pretty unique company. They have, it is a rapidly growing natural resource company with a raw material supply of antimony properties in Mexico and the third parties around the world. And I don't believe they have a property in China, so it does not impact with some of the restriction talks that was going on. Now, if that happens, on the contrary, it will help this company boosting more revenue. Once again, one of the unique company, and I talked more about this company in my previous video, so I don't want to go in a lot more detail. So check out my other video. And this is one of the great company, and maybe not the right price point for you at the moment, but it's always good to keep an eye out and keep some stocks in your back pocket. So when you see a heavy red days, and if you believe that fundamentally the company's financials have not changed, the company's projections or future roadmaps have not changed, I would invest in the company. Zomedica is one of the stock. 31st March, which is when they're targeting to launch and commercialize their True Forma product. One of the unique product industry experts have praised that they're launching their point of care locations with Miller. United States Antimony Corporation, UAMY, is another stock. I looked into this stock. I think for UAMY, if I'm not mistaken, they have a huge ownership from the insider owners. So the company's management, company's ownership believes in themselves, their projection, their roadmap, and I like to see that. When company has a huge insider ownership, that means the company has a lot of their owners and their management has a lot of conviction into their own ability to succeed in future. So that's something I like. So I wanted to share. So let's take a look at how the stock is trading. 1.8 million. Once again, a pretty low volume, but UAMY is not really a huge stock and huge volume like CTRM or HCMC or other stocks that we ZOM even that we talk about. Like, it is not 70-80 million in trading or volume per day. Very low volume, average volume of 846. But if you take a look at the chart, and we saw this stock spiked up all the way, I want to say $2.50 level. And since then the stock, let's take a look. It went to all the way $2.56 level, and it was at $1. It was a steal price, or it was a discount price in my opinion. I mean, I may sell it at $1.50, $1.75 if I find another opportunity. I don't know. But looking into the chart looks pretty interesting. Their RSI looks pretty good, 51. Their MACD is below, the blue is below the orange, so it should go up in order to stock to be in full potential swing. Looking at 1-day chart, still 48 RSI looks pretty decent. If you take a look at the blue line, it is almost about to cross the orange. So MACD will cross the signal, which is once again good for the stock, as we always talk about. And looking at the 5-day chart, pretty close. MACD is pretty close. I like to see there's a valley right here, and that valley was caused by overall market dip, and which was once again, in my opinion, a buying opportunity. And since then the stock has been going up and up. And if you take a look, like, there are staircases, right? It got a support at $1.20 level, did not go below that. Now once again it got a support from $1.26 level, and now it is trying to consolidate around $1.35, and we'll see how the stock works out. I think fundamentally a great company, very small company, very very small market cap, but a steady company. Market cap is 141.86 million, and that's where you probably get a high risk, high reward play. If something goes wrong with the company, be ready to lose your money. But looking at the analysis, looking at my own research, I felt the company is doing pretty well. If the revenue opportunity, we think that the Q3 revenue was lower, I think there is an opportunity that the company will gain more revenue, and that's where you make the profit out of a stock. And that's what I believe. I hope this analysis research, I didn't want to do a specific video about one stock, but rather I wanted to share how we bought the stock when the stock market was down. Everyone was saying bond yield is going to kill the market, and hopefully it would not, right? But at that time I bought it thinking if I can't sell it in a short period of time, I'll keep it for a long term. I'm not a day trader, definitely not a day trader. I usually keep the stock, own it, and I keep it until I get enough profit that I believe that I should be getting. So if it was maybe like, let's say if I have to hold on to the stock for 6 months, I would do it. And it's not really a problem because I'm investing a very small part of my portfolio. I just wanted to share, guys, my analysis and research with you. I also wanted to share what I did when the market was down. I bought a couple of other stocks, but these are the stocks. Everything is in positive, as you can imagine, because the market went up. And that's what I was hoping for as well, looking at the analysis, because the bond cannot keep the market down for so long. The stimulus check, the bond yield getting better, and some other factors like this is an earning season, so companies are going to release their earnings, and there could be some other catalysts for some of the stocks like Zomedica and something along those lines. So I just wanted to share. I'm not a financial advisor, but like to share my analysis and research, hoping it will help you, for the viewers watching this channel, for the subscribers watching this channel. So keep supporting me, keep subscribing to my channel, keep clicking the like button. I'll make sure I'll share as much information as possible as the time permits. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.